Joining us this morning, the first reaction from the White House is the National Economic Council Director, Brian Deese. Brian, welcome back. Great to have you again.
It's good to be here, Carl.
We started our show this morning with Jim talking about core PCE coming off the peak, inflation break-evens, 4-month low, market pricing in cuts next year, inventory accelerations. Are you ready to call peak inflation?
Well, what I'll say is that we saw some moderation on core PCE. 4% annualized over the last 3 months compared to 5.2% annualized over the prior 3 months. And so that is important moderation that we're seeing. At the same time, the headline is being driven by what we know, which is energy prices principally. Half of the headline reading in May from PCE was energy related. And those issues are challenging and connected to what the president was just talking about at NATO. But we are looking closely at this data, as I know that the Federal Reserve will be, and certainly there is some moderation in the core that we're seeing.
If energy is so much a focus, what kind of deliverables do we expect to be getting from the trip to the Middle East?
Well, let me start with the trip that the president is on right now and the announcement that he made earlier this week at the G7 to explore a price cap on Russian oil, which is an important step in the process of training the economic pain that is absolutely necessary as we hold the global coalition to hold President Putin accountable, but train that pain on the Russian economy, not on the global economy. And so, as you know, that effectuating a price cap would make clear that the goal is not to keep Russian barrels off the market and constrict supply, but instead to reduce the revenue that Putin is able to accumulate from that. So that's an important announcement, and a lot of work to do and engagement with the private sector to get that right. But that's an important step. And going forward, we are focused on working here domestically with the domestic industry to get production up. 12 million barrels a day right now, close to historic levels, but the companies have told us that they intend to continue to increase production over the course of the second half of this year, and we are trying to work pragmatically with them as well.
All right, Brian, it's Jim. It's always good to have you on the show. I know you care passionately about the American consumer and how much they have to spend on food. I want to direct you to an article in ProPublica, June 16th this year. The hidden fees making your bananas and everything else cost more, that I think provides enough information for you to go to Mr. Cantor at the Antitrust in the Justice Department and go after what I believe to be collusion among the major carriers, bringing us food and many other things. So there's only a limited number of carriers. Could you please tell us where you are on the idea that perhaps there is genuine collusion among these carriers that is really hurting the American people?
Well, look, I'm not going to speak to any potential specific enforcement action other than recognizing the issue that you're raising, and it is certainly on our radar screen. More generally, we have been extraordinarily focused on anywhere in the economy where you see a combination of concentration and extraordinary, unusual price increases to make sure that our enforcement agencies are taking a close look. As you know, one of those areas that we have been very focused on is ocean shipping, where you've got 9 foreign carriers, 3 alliances, and a 1,000% increase in prices. The president identified that issue. That took legislation, which he signed last week, which I think is going to make a big difference. We're starting to see some moderation on shipping prices. But we are very active in trying to identify if we see any of those areas. And it goes back to the start of your question. Food and energy, we totally understand, hit Americans right in their pocketbook, and they also create uncertainty for American consumers. So we're very focused on that, but also on other places, practical places where we can bring prices down, like prescription drugs, which is also a pocketbook issue for most American families.
Well, to me, one of the pocketbook issues is the opportunity to create an amazing number of jobs in the Ohio area. Is it possible right now for you to tell me that this CHIPS Act will indeed pass? I had Secretary Raimondo, I have Gary Cohn on today. There's $52 billion on the line, but it's far more than that in terms of the number of the jobs and what it means for our country. Can we get that bill through Congress?
Look, I am incredibly hopeful that we can do that, and because there's every reason to do so, every economic reason, because as you say, it's much more than the $52 billion. It's about the follow-on investment, the private investment. Indeed, Intel alone has said that they plan to invest $100 billion in domestic jobs, in domestic innovation. And it's also important that we, the United States, own the most innovative part of the semiconductor value chain. That's not true today. We are losing that race. So it makes every economic sense. It also makes national security sense as well. And you all know, and I think many of your viewers do as well, the national security stakes associated with not becoming overly reliant on individual chip manufacturers or parts of the world. So if there is sense and we can bring common sense here, we will get that bill down here to the president's desk. And you'll hear us, you'll hear Secretary Rondo, myself, and the president say, let's just resolve our differences, get that bill down here so we can sign it into law and we can get that private investment, we can get that positive flywheel going.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.